images and the documents you need to help us and help you reach a wide audience with all of our programs and events. So we'll think about Google Drive as kind of a digital filing cabinet. It houses and organizes our images and our documents in folders. You can get to Google Drive by going to drive.google.com. It's also available as an app for your cell phone, so you can download it in the Apple Store or the Android store. I'm not an Apple user. I don't know what they call that store. If you're hanging out in Gmail, I'm often in Gmail looking at my very full inbox. You can click the little dots in the upper right-hand corner, and that will bring down a pop-up menu, and you can select the little Google Drive icon from there. So just a few different ways to get to the Google Drive. Once you're there, this is what it looks like, right? A whole bunch of files, a whole bunch of documents, whatever you've got going on. In order to find the folder that we'll be sharing with you all, you can go to Shared with Me on the left-hand side, and then you can use the search feature up at the top to search for it by name. So we've named it Affiliate Program Marketing. It's pretty simple. It's even in all caps, so it like really jumps out at you on the page. It really grabs you. Once you're there, this is what you're going to see when you open it, right? So Affiliate Program Marketing is our filing cabinet. We open up that front drawer, and these are the folders that we see. This is what we'll call level 1. So this is information that's organized by department or campaign. So departments are things like Adult and Family, Virginia Family Network, Youth Move. And then campaigns are kind of outreach programs that have their own events each year. So for our example, we're going to look at advocacy. Advocacy is kind of a campaign that we run all year, right? We talk about being good advocates in our community, but there are several events that go along with the advocacy campaign. We had the budget hearings earlier this month. We just wrapped Advocacy Day. Back in December, we had our Advocacy Day kickoff. So that's an example of the information that would be housed within this advocacy folder. So we're going to go ahead. If I were to double click that folder, it would open it up for me, and it would take us down to level 2. So this is our subfolder. This is everything that's contained under the umbrella of advocacy. Now there's only 2 folders in there because we're still building everything out. But for example, we might put in a folder for the budget hearings. We might put in a folder. We've put in a folder for Advocacy Day. We might have put in a folder for the kickoff event. If we go ahead and open that individual folder, it brings us to all of the stuff that's why we're here, right? This is all of the meat and potatoes of it. This is where you'll find all of the images and the documents that we think you guys should have to help promote the event or the program. So you can see on the screen, we've got like a website header. We've got lots of social media images in here. We've got an event flyer. We've even got an email header in there. I know that was a lot. So just to review and to kind of break down that folder structure one more time, our level 1 is departments and campaigns, things like NAMI Walks, Virginia Family Network, advocacy. Level 2 are programs and events within those departments and campaigns. So we've got Advocacy Day, NAMI Basics, peer-to-peer, maybe even a folder for In Our Own Voice. And within each of those folders are the images and documents that you're going to use in emails, on social media, on Instagram, wherever you want to send this information. So what do you do with all of this stuff? We've given you all of these pictures, and I don't want to leave you hanging just wondering, well, what do I do with all of these nice pictures? So in each folder, there's going to be a marketing timeline for you. We're working with staff to try and figure this process out. We're taking baby steps towards it, and we're going to get there. But this will provide you with, well, we'll see on the next slide. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. But you'll find it on the Google Drive in your folder. It'll be a Word document, and it'll always be the date, the title of the program or the event, and it'll say event marketing timeline. I'm sorry, that's not supposed to say information for affiliates. All right, so when we open that document, this is what it's going to look like. At the very top, there's program information and important links. This example is for Advocacy Day. So here I've got the website where we've got all of our Advocacy Day information. I've got the Google registration form. I've listed a contact. I've also included our Advocacy Day packet, the link to our YouTube live stream, and our post-event survey. So you can kind of see this document deals with the whole life of this event, from building up momentum for it to getting people to register to the day of to follow up. This document is put together by the NAMI Virginia staff. So this will be there, and this information will be ready for you when you're ready to use these images. A little bit below that important information box is going to be kind of the how you use that information or those images and those documents. So we've got a date or a date range that you would use them, the platform on which we recommend using, the text that you might include, what the image file is, and any links you should include. We're going to walk through an example of this. I know it's hard to kind of understand without seeing it, so we're going to walk through an example next. But let's do that. So on this first line, we see that we're going to send out 1 month before the event a social media post that under image is titled Save the Date, Advocacy Day. So I would come to our Advocacy Day folder, and oh, there it is. Social media post, save the date, Advocacy Day. I can now grab this, I can double click it, and I can download it to my computer, right? So you download it, the image pops up, there's my save the date. I'm gonna hit the download button in the upper right-hand corner. When you're going to look for it, you go into your downloads. That's usually where my downloads end up. Sometimes I put way too much stuff on my desktop, and then I know I'm in trouble because I just have way too many things everywhere, right? Everybody knows that feeling. So once you've got the image downloaded on your desktop, you can take that image and run with it. You can stick it in your email. You can put it on your Facebook. You can put it in your newsletter. It's yours to use. When you're ready to use it, we refer back to the marketing timeline. This, again, helps us understand where we should use the image, when we should use it, what links we should include, and what we should say. I'd like to point out that the text here, we're still kind of fiddling with this. It may be the exact text we recommend you use. It might also just be a suggestion of what to include. We're kind of finessing the finer details of this still, and we'll see what sticks. We'll see what really works. Okay, is everybody okay? Everybody doing all right? I know that was a lot of information to throw at everyone, but we are almost through. Deep breath. We just have 3 more slides to get through. This was me before this meeting, just going, okay, okay. All right. The last thing I want to touch on is a really cool section of this Google Drive that contains evergreen content. So just like an evergreen tree, evergreen content is stuff that's good all the time. If we look back at our level 1 folders, remember that's our department and campaigns, you see an evergreen folder there on level 1. That's going to be stuff that you can use all the time. I've got pictures in there that you could use on the website if you're participating in Amazon Smile. I've got pictures on there for the You Are Not Alone campaign, for Mental Health Awareness Month, for Minority Mental Health Month, stuff that's really good to use kind of as filler for when you need a little something extra to put on the social media today. So I'm going to stick up a "You Are Not Alone" post, because that's going to look really good, and that's going to make people feel like they're not alone, like we're connecting with them. The second layer of evergreen folders is found again within those program and department folders. So for example, on the Advocacy Day, we've got our advocacy folder. And within that, we have Advocacy Evergreen marketing materials. So that's where you'd find things that are like program information sheets, logos for programs or for partners, and maybe even some infographics that go along with the program or the event that's happening. Stuff that we think is related and that your constituents might be interested in seeing. Congratulations, we all made it through. So this is a work in progress for sure. We are still kind of trying to figure out what are all of the little minutia details, and I think there's going to be some learning and growing as we go, working with this filing cabinet that is Google Drive. But at the end of the day, it's a place where you can go to get some images to help boost the message of NAMI, of our programs, and of what we have to offer our communities. So if you have any questions about this, let's chat. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I got to figure it out real quick though.
So one thing I will say that's kind of cool is that at some point we will make it possible for you guys to upload stuff there that you want us to share of yours. So it's easier. You may have to ping us that that's happened, hey, we've got our monthly meeting up there. Hey, we've got our blog announcement up there, whatever it might be. But we haven't quite gotten there yet. We're going to layer it on after we do this. Janet, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So this will be a substitute for all the flyers, et cetera, that you attach to the newsletter each week?
Yes, ma'am. It is to replace that. There will be a header that says, hey guys, need marketing materials. Click here. By the way, new this week are these things.
There is a need for that, to tell us which ones to look for, because I can imagine going through all of those each week to try to figure out what you've added and what programs are coming up. So
yeah, and Janet, there'll be a process for us in the staff here at NAMI Virginia to, when we do upload something new, to getting that information to you and letting you know, hey, it's up there now. It's ready to be pulled down. Yeah. Hi, Kathy. You're on mute, Kathy.
Gotcha.
Okay. Oh, okay. You've unmuted. Now, to access this, do I need to put Google Drive on my laptop, or how do I get to this Google Drive thingy?
So you do not have to download anything on your computer to get to Google Drive. All that you need is a Gmail account.
Oh, okay. So I'll have a Yahoo and a Gmail account.
Doesn't she just need a shareable link to see and download our stuff?
Yes.
So you don't need it, but many
silly. You don't need it.
You have Google,
Well,
because that's how you do your email. It's your affiliate email and cloud storage. Yes. But if you don't, all you need is the shareable link.
If I email you, because these guys probably all know what a shareable link is, will you explain to me what a shareable link is?
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to waste all their time on something. You all know what a shareable link is, I take it.
We got you, Kathy. It looks a lot more complicated than it is.
You're talking to me, folks.